Hey everybody, it's WillBits, and we're playing Ace Attorney Investigations 2. The death of the bodyguard Ethan Rook and the arrival of Shelley to Killer. A new development in this case has come to light. Under Knightley's direction, the door of the president's plane was opened. After the paramedics attending Mr. Rook left, we set foot inside the plane, one by one. And Shelley the Killer, you can't come in. Why are we letting an assassin in the plane? Oh, right, because he's got Knightley at knife point. Minor detail. Oh my, where would the president be? Who knows? It seems he's just behind that door. Still a coward, I see. You think he'd just show himself in front of a hitman? Not a chance. Didn't I tell you already? My purpose here is simply to investigate the case. I'm not going to kill anyone, he says, with the man at knife point. Yeah, okay. Well then, Mr. Prosecutor, we await your examination of the body. Right. For now, I have no choice but to obey and continue the investigation. The rest is up to Detective Gumshoe. I'm counting on you. Okay. The attempted assassination of the president became the murder of a bodyguard. Looks like you could use some help, Mr. Edgeworth. Well, I don't deny it, but... See, exactly. If that's the case, then it can't be helped. Just leave it to the great thief, Kay Faraday. We're not going by Yadagrasu anymore? Right. So are you saying you can solve this case? Nope. Said with such certainty. Instead, I'll stick to being your support class. You need some healing, right? Let's get straight to the investigation. We need to buy time for the police to prepare. I'll need to draw out this investigation for as long as I can. So even if you can find the answer, don't tell them what it is yet. Okay, so if we're drawing it out, maybe let's not look at the body yet. Oh, look at these interesting gas masks. 2 gas masks lay on the table, ready to protect against poison gas attacks. There are 2? But there were 2 guards plus the president, at least. The president seems to be quite fearful of assassinations. So this is the room with gas masks. It's my first time seeing the real thing. I've heard of these gas masks. Rumored among the great thieves. No, the Jammin' Ninja, the children's program. During Princess Viola's wedding ceremony, the poison-tongued ninja Simon Cowell. I should stop listening to her so seriously. It never seems to pay off. A bad poison-tongued person. What are these? It's an inflatable lifeboat with an oar sitting on top. Looks like it's ready to be used at any time. Hey, there's only one oar. Well, I guess you can try to paddle with your hands. How's it going, Miss Swift? You are a murder suspect now. And you still have your mic. You look like you're about to start singing a mournful song, a mournful country tune into your microphone. It ain't me. I'm just a journalist. All I wanted was a scoop. I'd never kill anybody. Well, you still haven't told us why you concealed the parka from us. Well, that's because I thought y'all would get suspicious. Is that really the only reason? You gotta believe me, Mr. Prosecutor. I didn't do nothing. I won't tell you not to worry, but there's no need to be overly frightened. If you truly are innocent, I swear I will prove it. Yeah? My mentor does believe in me. For the last time, Miss Swift, I am not your mentor, and if you're guilty, I will throw you under the bus so fast, it scarcely won't have time to bump. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Mr. Prosecutor, you'll always be my second mentor. That's not quite what I meant. Alright, well, she has nothing interesting or useful. Alright, let's look at the body. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Alright, so... you got shot in the ribs, looks like. That's a painful way to go. The bullet pierced his body, just below his armpit. Unfortunately, he was hit in an area his bulletproof vest didn't cover. Really seems like a well-aimed shot. The cause of death was most likely blood loss. The bleeding has stopped. Blood loss from a bullet wound in the chest, bullet passed through his body. Alright. The paramedics were called to treat Mr. Rook, right? I'm afraid they didn't make it in time. Shame. Oh. I didn't want to click that again. Alright, let's try out the gun. It seems the victim also carried a gun. Did he try to shoot something? He may have drawn it out instinctively to return fire. We need to check to see if the gun has fired any bullets. It's still fully loaded. There's no evidence of any shots being fired. This gun is also from Zeng Fa, right? Yeah. We were always issued the same model revolver. Yeah, we can look at his face. The victim is Ethan Rook. He was the president's bodyguard. After hearing the gunshots, he immediately evacuated the president into the plane. He gave up his life to fulfill his duties. Does this mean he'll receive a posthumous promotion? Okay, there's no need for forced comments. How'd you know? Bodyguards don't follow that promotion system. Alright, how about the shield? Shouldn't he have had the shield up in that position from that hand? This is a bulletproof attaché case. It's a tool bodyguards use to protect themselves from bullets. It can be seen in Kay's photo. So how did he get shot if that hand was holding up a shield? It seems Rook and Knightley both had one. Okay. Something funny here. That's the scene I stole on film. You didn't do anything illegal in taking this. Anywhere, anytime. I'm always in the mood to steal. You just wanted to use the word steal, didn't you? To make this thief thing work out? You just took a picture. Have I been caught? Alright, I have thoughts about that, but can we look at this over here? No. Looks like there's like a trap door under him or something. There's a square outline cut into the floor. In the gaps you can see some hinges. This is a secret entrance disguised as an escape hatch. Using a rope ladder, the president will make his great escape. So is he going in or is he coming out? Which one is it? I just told you, it's a secret entrance for escaping. It's just disguised as an escape hatch. Wait, what? Looks like she confused herself. Funny, not helpful. Might be at some point though. Do we have any logics to add together here? Let's see. Bullet that pierced through the armpit. Hasn't fired a single shot. Manufactured in Zhengfa. 6 found in the trash can near the audience. Is it the same gun? It looks like the same gun, but with a laser scope added. Good. These two guns, they're the exact same model. These guns came from Zhengfa. The assassin's revolver is a Zhengfa gun. Interesting. Looks like all the bodyguards were provided with guns from Zhengfa. Indeed. Are those guns rare? No, not particularly. They're not easy to obtain domestically, but it isn't impossible either. What? I thought they might be a treasure. Yes, it's unfortunate. Eh? Mr. Edgeworth, are you talking about treasure? Not quite. If it was a rare model, it would have been easier to identify. Even evidence can become treasure. I see. Even during your investigations, you search for treasure. Well, I didn't quite say that. Okay, let's investigate. Where's the treasure? And suddenly she's motivated. Alright, so is there any more things we can combine about our logics? President was targeted during his speech. There's a premeditated crime. I don't think these two things can be combined yet. Okay, let's keep looking around. I don't think there's much new here yet. So, what else have we got? Yeah, a whole other side of the room. Next to the riot shield, there's a canary in a cage. Oh, it's so cute! I want one to be my partner! Partner? Of course, he can help me open locks and do other odd jobs at the crime scene. Maybe it will, like, deliver messages everywhere. A great thief should always use nature to her advantage. I've heard of canaries being used to detect poison gas. Don't tell me. So he's really worried about poison for some reason. Very specifically. Let's look at these monitors. The internal and external views of the plane are being monitored by these monitors. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Huh. We got the wings. We've got... What is this, a doll or something? And is this the room we're in? This monitor shows what's happening in this room. They got some pretty good tech. Is that so? I don't know much about these types of things. It even captures the fine lines around your eyes, Mr. Edgeworth. Oops, my bad. Those are the usual wrinkles on your forehead. Haha. Okay, is that all you wanted to say? Alright, let's look at this cute little thing. What's this thing? Oh, that's the president's precious stuffed animal. I don't really get it, but it's some kind of keepsake. Don't touch it. Precious. That's unexpected. Hey, it kind of looks like there's been a break-in. Indeed, the area it stands on does look a bit unnatural. Are those glass shards underneath the stuffed animal? This is familiar. This unnatural empty space, perhaps. Was there another monitor here? One monitor is missing. It looks like the pilot's cockpit is empty. These monitors show the cockpit and the aircraft exterior. There doesn't seem to be anything out of place. And I guess we can see just outside the plane, but that doesn't seem terribly interesting. This monitor shows an external view of the airplane. I must have wanted to know exactly when and where his enemies would attack. Well, against an opponent such as myself, this is all meaningless. Eh? You mean you can sneak onto the plane without being seen by the security cameras? Yes, quite easily. How do you do it? Please teach me, Master. Don't hang out with Tequila K. Who are you calling Master? What are you trying to get him to teach you? I thought I was the mentor. I don't want to be your mentor, but if it means not being mentored by Tequila. I'm sorry. It's just, as a great thief, I felt like I couldn't let this chance slip away. I'm terribly sorry, but it is against my policy to accept any students. I see. That's too bad. What do you mean, that's too bad? Creepy! Funny. Okay. What else have we got here on the actual desk? I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. There's a lot of things here. There's a bulletproof vest. Zengfa Bureau of Investigation, I imagine, is the ZBI. There's a heavy-looking vest! The president's clothes must be made from some special fabric. Well, the president's clothes must be made from some special fabric. Indeed, it is to protect against bullets. Wow, it even does that? Naturally, this is a bulletproof vest after all. Was it the president's? Or was it not the president's? So that's what it is. This is the first time I've seen one. You could have said something earlier. That really surprised me. How do you not know what a bulletproof vest even is? I can understand not having seen one in person, but you watch a lot of TV, Kay. A strange decoration based off of some strange animal is staring at me with its strange eyes. There's a lever on this statue, see? Right here on its butt. It looks like a joystick or like a slot machine or something. That would be most unforgivable. I'm sorry, I didn't mean anything by it. That lever most likely operates the trapdoor underneath my feet. Then that hatch is actually a pitfall trap. I hope you understand. It would be in your best interest not to pull that lever. When a killer talks about your best interests, it would be wise to do as he says. Okay, interesting. So he's got a Jabba the Hutt, like, Sarlacc pit? Does he drop people out of the plane if he doesn't like what they're doing? If he's like, oh, that's a bad question. That's a bad question. You're a bad reporter. Dropping you out of the plane. Are these some kind of official documents? I know it's a bit rude, but let's take a peek inside. Oh. This seems to be a security plan. We must be able to repel any attack from the lake. The prisoner's top priority. These are very similar. Undercover agents. This looks like the one we found earlier in the trash can. Yes, it does. But what's this? Something seems out of place. There are a bunch of pawns on this chessboard. Oh, and their positions are switched. Certainly is a very sketchy drawing. This seems to be a security plan document. If so, we obtained something like this earlier. Something's different about this one. Could it be? Perhaps I should try deducing. So we're gonna look over at Knightley, I think, and we're gonna deduce using the other plan. They're in switched positions. What's this? The details of the security plans were changed. Aha, you're right! Yeah, that's right, it was changed yesterday. President's orders. Why the sudden change? Because 2 days ago, the killer attacked the president. He disguised himself as a bodyguard. Rook was the first to notice. He had already gotten close to the president. Rook managed to stop him just in the nick of time. Rook grabbed his left arm and twisted it. Man, he looks terrifying in this picture. Also, he's choking the crap out of you, Knightley. And then he fired one bullet square into his left arm. What were you doing at that time, Mr. Knightley? I was... If I remember correctly, the first person I took out that day was you. Oops! Was that a touchy subject? Shut up! So back then... Your neck injury has yet to heal, and you've already forgotten. No, not you. Not now. Since that day, I haven't been able to turn my head right. It sucks. And every time I walk, I travel in this weird L pattern. I just go forward twice and then to the left once. And then I go forward twice and to the left once. It takes forever to get anywhere I want to go. To think that I would suffer an injury. Ethan Rook, you could say he was a most capable individual. Unlike this man here. What's so different about me and Rook? I believe you're about as different as a pawn and a queen. What? So you remember Rook's name because he was highly capable? Correct. While disguised as a bodyguard, I happened to hear his name. There was no way I could forget that name. Only a select few have ever been able to injure me. So this was the connection the killer was talking about. The security arrangements were changed so that the killer would not be able to sneak in as a bodyguard again. Only the president's two most trusted subordinates would accompany him on the stage. In short, me and Rook. Okay, but that doesn't explain you switching places. But okay. It appears your positions were also changed, thank you. That's true! He's now on the right side. Because I can't turn my head to the right. My position got changed to the president's left side. In other words, I was relocated to the right side of the stage. His head couldn't turn right, so they wanted him to look over to the left, I guess. Still leaves a pretty big blind spot. So we've got a new piece of logic. Can we combine that with anything? We have... I'm really curious about the bullet that pierced through and the bulletproof vest, actually. Let's connect those. Might be nothing. Is not nothing. 2 bullets were fired. We know that from the number of gunshots. One hit the steel samurai balloon, and the other took Rook's life. But didn't the bullet also hit the president's bulletproof vest? Right. It doesn't match up with the number of shots. However, there is one way to solve this. One way? The bullet that stole Rook's life pierced through his body and then hit the vest. In other words, Rook and the president were hit by the same bullet. I see. That's right. It'd be dangerous if he hadn't worn that bulletproof vest. Is the president all right? Even while wearing a bulletproof vest, you can still get injured. Yeah, the bullet's impact can still fracture your bones. Also, wasn't the laser on his forehead? Why did it hit Knightley? Okay, it's fine. Maybe Knightley did a get down, Mr. President. But don't worry, he's fine. The president's trained himself like no other. He is a beefy man. Maybe the president didn't even need a bulletproof vest. I think that might be pushing it. I'd like to examine the bullet. There's a chance there may still be ballistic markings. Ballistic markings? What's that? You know what that is, Kay. You know what it is. Ballistic markings are always left on a bullet. Each gun leaves a different marking. So if we examine the ballistic markings, we'll know which gun the bullet was fired from. You could say they're like a gun's fingerprints. I get it now. Let's investigate right away. I think that'd be difficult. The bullet was completely flattened when it hit the bulletproof vest. There's no way you could investigate the ballistic markings. What? I wanted to investigate them! Oh. Okay, well, we explained that for nothing. Thanks.
Now then, I've grown weary of this investigation.
Still no sign of Detective Gumshoe.
Mr. Prosecutor, have you uncovered the truth yet?
No, not yet.
I see. In that case, would you like to speak with someone who is involved in the incident?
Someone? Involved in the incident?
You mean? Is there not one more witness? Just behind those doors.
Of course, the president himself.
Well, Mr. Prosecutor, please do the honors and summon the witness here.
I don't know if that's a good idea, Mr. DeKiller, because you might DeKiller him. There's no chance in hell I'm letting that happen. You think you can just summon the president like a witness in court? Ha!
Mr. President, I'm sure you are watching all this through your security cameras. Would you kindly grace us with your presence? That is, if you value your bodyguard's life. I see. Mr. President, what sort of a man leaves another to die on his behalf?
Mr. President, huh? Stop it! Take it easy, hey! Still nothing. Come on, Detective Gumshoe! Ah! What? The lights!
My apologies, Mr. Prosecutor, but I wouldn't try anything if I were you. It seems I am unable to reach the president, even with Mr. Knightley's life.
Stop! Ah! Okay, DeKiller, you...
However, I have already seen the truth.
Where is he? Oof!
I
I leave the rest in your hands, Mr. Prosecutor. Smoke bomb! Mr. Edgeworth! Detective Gumshoe? Oh, that was the wrong voice. Mr. Edgeworth, sir! Yeah, you feeling alright, buddy? Face down on the ground.